This story will take us to Illinois, from Chicago to Springfield, connecting two tragic events that left one teacher deceased and a state trooper shot multiple times. A 37-year-old man would allegedly stalk his ex with the "if I can't have you, no one else will" mindset. This same man will get pulled over for a traffic violation, and because of his alleged past, he decided to crash out in the worst way, willing to take down law enforcement just to save himself. However, after his crime spree across Illinois, he would be stopped in his tracks, literally. 37-year-old Adriana Lopez was in the prime of her life. She was a Chicago public school special education teacher who dearly cared for her students. According to her family and friends, Adriana was said to be everyone's favorite and always had an inspiring message. She was the one you could go to if you needed to vent or needed help or just advice. Adriana was a beloved daughter, sister, and aunt, and was a loving person to many people. In her personal life, she had recently gotten out of a relationship with a man by the name of Cristobal Santana. The two had been dating for over a year, but things went bad and she broke it off with him a few months back. According to Adriana's niece, she just took her aunt on September 25th to get an order of protection from him because she did not feel safe. And on the night of October 22nd, around 9:30 p.m., Adriana was outside walking with a neighbor in the front of her Garfield Ridge home in the Chicago area, when out of nowhere, a man she allegedly knew drove up to her in a dark SUV and shot her 10 times execution style, leaving her there to die like she was nothing. After the shooting, there was no one caught or taken into custody, but she was a happy soul and a sweet person to everyone, so who would want to take her life? However, the family had their strong suspicions on who did it. As family and friends mourned, the community was mourning too and left devastated, trying to put all the pieces together as to how a beloved teacher who loved her students like a mother could be gunned down that way.
Silence covers the 5400 block of Narragansett as loved ones mourn.
It is a lot to deal with. I'm guessing right now we're all just still in denial.
Grief takes time, especially when it comes to those you love.
She's a very happy soul. She always found a solution to everything.
Michelle Martinez is talking about her aunt, 37-year-old Adriana Lopez.
For me personally, she was like a mom to me. She was my best friend. Very trustworthy. She was the one person that would go for anything that I know that I can count on.
Sunday night, just after 9:30, police say 37-year-old Adriana Lopez was walking on her block when someone opened fire. She was shot 10 times and taken to the hospital where she died.
A few days would pass, and a tragic event 200 miles away in Springfield, Illinois, on the night of October 24th, would end up in the capture of the man who allegedly took Adriana's life. The report would state that on Tuesday, October 24th, 2023, around 10:45 p.m., Illinois State Police Trooper Dakota Chapman Green stopped 37-year-old Cristobal Santana from Chicago in the 1600 block of Toronto Road in Springfield, Illinois. During the traffic stop, Cristobal shot at least 10 rounds at the officer and emptied the clip, hitting Trooper Dakota twice, one bullet in each leg. According to the investigators and the video footage, Trooper Dakota tried to run away, but Cristobal caught up to him and beat him with the gun, hitting him multiple times in the head and face. Trooper Dakota would suffer skull fractures, face fractures, and brain bleeding. Cristobal hopped back in his car and took off. He would be later located 3 hours later, trying to run from police, and literally, they had to hit him with the vehicle to stop him in his tracks. Cristobal will be taken into custody at around 1:58 a.m. on October 25th. Trooper Dakota remains hospitalized, and Cristobal was taken to the hospital for injuries sustained during the apprehension and remains in the hospital. Cristobal is now in custody facing multiple charges. The prosecution office today filed 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated battery with a firearm to a police officer, 1 count of aggravated battery to a police officer, and 1 count aggravated unlawful use of a weapon in the shooting of an Illinois State police officer. There have been no charges placed on him for Adriana Lopez, but it is still being investigated. This man seemed to be a monster, and thankfully he was caught, because no telling who else he would have taken out. He most likely was trying to get out of state and hide out before police could charge him with Adriana's death or even find out that he for sure did it. But look at how fate works. A simple traffic stop, and he figured he was already found out and decided to flip all the way out, shooting and beating up a cop. My thoughts are with both of the families of Adriana and Trooper Dakota during this very hard time. I know that Dakota didn't pass, but who knows what life will be like for him after being battered so badly with his brain bleeding. My heart just aches for Adriana. The pain and suffering she had to endure being shot so many times, just disgusting. So please comment your thoughts and prayers for both of these families in their difficult time. And if Cristobal did indeed take Adriana's life, I pray that the proper charges will be held upon him so that the family can have the justice they deserve too. Please don't forget to hit the like button, to share, to keep your people aware, and always remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.